What's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation? It's your boy Ed Honcho, your Houston homeboy, a Houston homer. And if you're not familiar, this is Sauce Sports. If you don't know what Sauce Sports is a Houston, Texas homer channel. So, I mean, we're talking all sports, but only Houston. So with that being said, man, let's just get in it to win it. Jumped off a couple of minutes early. See how y'all doing this evening. I know the Rockets game finna boot up, so they give folks if they want to pop in and say what's up before they tune into the game or whatnot. I know a lot of people gonna be watching that, so it's all Gucci. Mr. Killer KB, what's the motherfucking deal? Jeremiah, what's the motherfucking deal? How y'all doing this evening, man? Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all doing good. Got a pimpin' damn diploma. Alpha X, Brandon, what's the motherfucking deal? That damn little key. Man, I've been on some throwback kick like all week. Ever since I started fucking with this damn Spotify shit. Somebody told me to fuck with it because I was fucking with that little Microsoft Groove shit, and that shit was cool. But then they was finna merge into Spotify anyway, so I was like, "Fuck, let me test this shit out, see what all the hype is." But shit, they got all the shit up on here, all the old school shit a motherfucker used to fuck with. They got all that old Swisher House, they got some screw on here. And this machine. Tightens up. What's happening, man? What's the motherfucking deal? Duck Scout, man. I appreciate that love. See, man, look. Let me tell y'all something, man. Duck Scout putting in double duty, man. He dropping flavor in the sauce and putting in work for the sauce with the dancing JJ. Man, thank you, Duck Scout. I appreciate that, man. And like I say, Duck Scout is also y'all's moderator, so if y'all get out of line, you know what time it is. But what's up, Tightens up? What's up, Dominic? Ferocious, what's the motherfucking deal? Seattle finna clean house. I didn't heard about all that. See, yeah, Clowny dog, that's my nephew. I ain't tell y'all that. See, Clowny is my nephew. Okay, and ain't nothing on fire. That's just some incense burning. You know what I'm saying? Man, I appreciate that, Duck Scout, man. Like, I'm telling you, like, y'all don't understand, man. Y'all definitely don't understand. Like I said, when y'all put in your hard-earned cash, dog, like I say, shit. It takes effort. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is my belief. This is the belief I have. You know, money is it's called a promissory note, right? To me, my definition of that is money is like a promise. You know what I'm saying? So by you doing that, you making a promise to me. So I have a promise that I have to keep, and I have to continue to improve the flavor. I got to keep the sauce fresh, but the sauce is not fresh without the freshest motherfucking ingredients, which is y'all. And so y'all know how we do at the beginning of this thing. Has in the 7 o'clock hit, is 7 on the dot. Okay. So like I say, make sure y'all shout out where y'all from, because you know I got to show a little bit of love back however I can. Yes, money can buy happiness. Don't let them lie to you. You know what I'm saying? It cannot buy the physical, or if happiness isn't physical, but it can't buy the idea of happiness, but it can buy things that will make you happy. So don't let somebody lie to you and tell you money can't buy you happiness, man. Oh, you talking about JJ? Don't scare no boy. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Now fees humble. Okay, man, that used to be my favorite. My favorite fucking Swisher House live when old buddy said 103 wheel through Golf Brooks video. I gotta bring that bitch back. That might have been my favorite Swisher House freestyle, that Triumph verse. Now fees, okay. Let's see, what else we got? Laredo in the motherfucking mix. Yeah, we got a couple of Laredos in the house. A couple of Laredos in the house. Chewy, what's the motherfucking deal? Like I said, if I ain't shot you out. So like I say, man, how y'all feeling about these? Well, I mean, they really, the Rockets should. If the Rockets don't win tonight, you know what I'm saying? Man, you and me both. If y'all have not noticed, it has definitely been a delay on some Texans videos this week. But my intention, I was gonna do the 5 factors live tonight. You know, I wanted to do with everybody, let everybody contribute to the 5 factors. But what I'm ended up, I didn't have time. I ended up running late, so we're gonna do the 5 factors live sometime tomorrow. Maybe maybe in the evening, you know, that way people got to go to work and shit. Some people work on Saturdays. So we're going to do the 5 factors live tomorrow. And, man, Titans up, man. Now see, and that's from a Titans fan. I appreciate that love, man. Like I said, y'all look, y'all gonna have me in my feelings this evening, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all showing much love, much flavor to the sauce. Titans up with the dance of JJ. Even though he's a Titans fan, you know what I'm saying, coming through showing love. Now that's real flavor. But here's my thing. Y'all know I talk a lot of shit to the Jags fans, because the Jags fans, they come in this motherfucker, they talk real dumb. What's the motherfucking deal, JR? The Jags fans, they come in this bitch and they talk real ignorant. You know what I mean? Don't act like y'all haven't been useless for a decade. And now that y'all got a little bit of something going, y'all just get on some other shit. Absolutely appreciate that support. Titans Up. And Titans Up is he's relatively new to the flavor, man. And so like I say, that's much love. And like I say, that's why I say I knew he was cool from a while back. Like I say, you know, some people come in and they talk crazy. There's actually been a couple of Titans fans that have slid through the sauce, and they've actually been, you know, more on par with it. You know what I'm saying? Willing to have a real discussion. Like that's my thing. Like when we started off with the Jags fans, all it was, hey man, give us facts. We're presenting you with facts. We're presenting you with legitimate arguments. They got mad and all they would, oh, I'm going to report your channel and I'm going to do this, and just come in with the dumb shit. And that's how this whole Jags beef started. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I could be honest that it's been a few Titans fans who've actually come into the chat, who've actually come into the live stream, and they've been legit, man. So I mean, like I say, thank you, Titans Up, for saying not only for the love, for the flavor, for the super chat, but just, you know what I'm saying, being cool. Because like I say, it's always good to debate, man. If you have different opinions, like that's my thing. If you want to talk shit, we can talk some shit. We can talk shit all day. But if you want to we want to have a real discussion, and okay, we can point out things, you know, pros, cons, advantages, disadvantages, and certain shit, then that's real. That's what it's really about. Yeah, Zach 86, that's the annoying motherfucker. Yeah. I'm not sure if Capella's playing tonight. And I gotta get it set up around here somewhere so I can keep an eye on the game and shit like that too. Because for some reason, like even trying to get the Xfinity Online shit, that shit wasn't letting me fuck with it. Just a bunch of shit, man. Danny, I promised I was gonna do that shit, and I did not have time to stop by the corner store to grab some fucking some double cups, man. I was like running late. It started raining and shit, and I was like behind schedule. I had some other shit. I had to drop some people off and do some things. But even though these motherfuckers don't support the sauce or anything like that, if you are Hispanic, I know that you are familiar with this. These are the greatest motherfucking drinks in the world. These fucking jarritos, whatever you call them, the motherfuckers are the greatest. Hold on, let's fix this. I don't think this event list is acting properly. It might be. I don't know. Let me see something. Let me fix some things here. Man, shit. God. White persuasion. Thank you, man. Matter of fact, I appreciate that love, white persuasion. Let me see, man. I'm telling y'all, Sauce Nation, y'all gonna have me in my feelings tonight. Everything that y'all like, this background right here is brought to you by the same white persuasion who just dropped love in the super chat. So like I want to say, I want to thank Duck Scout. I want to thank White Persuasion. I want to thank Titans Up, man. Y'all have definitely started the stream off on the right foot. We ain't even started talking about shit yet. You know what I'm saying? The orange, matter of fact, I had an orange one earlier. I fucked the orange one up. And then I say, man, I don't really need to be drinking that many in a day, but I couldn't help it. That shit is addictive, man. Yeah, I see everybody talk about I had the orange one, like I said earlier. Yeah, that Doritos is the shit. Now, I'm telling y'all, man, look, I was raised, man, it ain't no, look, hold on. First, it ain't no outdone, man. Don't even trip on no shit like that, dog. Like I say, it's all love because y'all don't have to do any of that shit. Like I say, you, Titans Up, White Persuasion, anybody, like I say, shit, that could be a cup, that could be a drink, that could be that extra little change to get you, get you what you need to get right for the night. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that y'all break bread with me, man, like I say, I don't take anything for granted. So I appreciate all of y'all, man. Every last one of y'all showing love, man. And everybody who just tuned into the stream showing love, man. Like I say, I truly appreciate it. Look, if you finna donate 50K, we need to talk off the stream. But man, so like I said, I expect the game tonight, man, to be to be done handling. Like I say, James by himself should be able to handle them because I don't think they're not going to have Beverly. They're not going to have Blake Griffin. Now you got DeAndre Jordan. You know, you're somebody you still got to consider. With I'm not sure if Capella's playing or not. Muthaf's still going to be out for another couple of weeks. And like I say, he's a key guy to have because you know that his defense counts for something. And you know, with him being out, you can see a difference. You can definitely see a difference. Let me see. Gallinari. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You still got to worry about. You still got to worry about fucking Lou Williams, old pimping ass Lou Williams, man. Man, who's gonna win the Super Bowl? Already, that's what I'm talking about. You got to get right tonight, man. Yeah, everybody, I know folks out on holiday, and it's a good time. The green one, I don't think I had the green one. I don't think I ever had the great one. But you say Hero gonna start for him? That would be interesting to see. I'm not listening to that. Yeah, that's what I say. Lou's the only one to watch out for, because that motherfucking he can drop some buckets, man. He'll fuck around and try to match James. You know what I'm saying? Just for the sake of, you know, like when you play against your old team, them motherfuckers have pride. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers want to come back and show up. Just say, oh yeah, you traded me. I got something for your ass. Yes. That's part of my my Hispanic heritage. I was raised by, or a significant amount of time I spent with a Hispanic family when I was younger. And that's why I'm telling you, everything, all kind of Mexican food, all that shit, I love that shit. I couldn't live, you know, in an area where there wasn't a significant number of Hispanic people. I'm accustomed to having, you know, Hispanic associations because I have to have access to Mexican food. If I don't have Mexican food for a significant period of time, people get hurt. And that's not good for anybody. We don't want that for anybody. Let me check this thing out real quick. I'm just trying to pull some things up. Let me copy that, fix this. Okay, there we go. Now it should be in order. Yeah, my fault about that. Empanadas, oh man. All right, let's see what you say. Yeah, you'll fuck around. Man, like I say, I still be playing. Like I don't play enough, man. He fuck around and beat me. But I think he be on the PlayStation. Huh? What you talking about? Real family? Was I bullshitting or was I real? I'm trying to see what he talking about on the Watson thing. I'm trying to ignore that. I don't believe it. How he gonna be hurt when he already hurt? But like I say, I used to speak all kind of Espanol and stuff. But like I say, if I don't, I have to. Like, I love fucking Mexican food. Like I need that shit. But I ain't gonna beat nobody up if I don't have Mexican food. But I like. See now, you see that? That's what you talking about, my shit, my torta. That's how I gauge Mexican restaurants, dog. Like, if I go to a new place and I'm kind of like, look kind of sketchy, I don't know, I'll fucking order a torta and I fucking and I'll eat that. And depending on how, you know, it tastes, what kind of bread they use and shit, you know what I'm saying? That determines whether or not I'm gonna eat there again. I ain't fucking with that chorizo. You said read your other long comment. Okay, hold on, my fault. But where I didn't miss yet. Say, want to see Montrez, Decker, and Luke come out with 30 each. Yeah, we win. Just let them only score, and then that'll be that. Let me see what I didn't miss. Man. What I missed? Did I miss something? I don't think I see it. Is it a comment on the video, or? Because I don't think I see it. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and let's. As y'all see, I've been stalling and been trying to avoid it. But let's talk about it, man. We got to talk about the fucking thing that we don't want to talk about. you know, because I'm gonna be honest, every other game we've played, even without Watson, without those situations, I felt like we were in the mix. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like those were games that could be won. I'm gonna be honest about this one. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. With Reader being out, defense took another hit. I just don't. I don't. It's gonna be ugly, and I think it's gonna get ugly early. You know what I'm saying? Save the Taco's over Tom. You know what I'm saying? I like Tom. I wish him the best. You know what I'm saying? But yes, fuck him Friday. Oh man, thank you, Duck Scout. Thank you. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why you my boy. That's why I fuck with you, Duck Scout. It's fucking Friday, man. We talk about fuck the Steelers. We can delay that for a few more minutes. So what's been fucking with y'all this week that y'all got to get off y'all's chest, man? You know what I'm saying? Just what fuck your boss, fuck your teacher, fuck whomever. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck whomever, because I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Then somebody will be talking about you with the hashtag Me Too and shit, and then you'll be another motherfucking statistic. So don't go fuck whatever. But yeah, you know, y'all got some shit to get off your chest. You say fuck the Jazz, Ramsey, fuck fuck him Friday. Yeah, he gave him the juice when people order salads for burger. Oh man, they say guacamole, barbacoa, sour cream, cheese, salsa, everything. That shit sound like some. See, what you trying to do is make me hungry. See, I still got cushions and shit to do. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I was looking King Folk. I missed it. I didn't see it. Rocks up 8-4. Good deal. Yeah, Rocks gonna run off with it, man. I think they're gonna run off with it. But I think those guys we traded will make it interesting. They'll keep it interesting. You say, how do I feel when people go to a Mexican restaurant to order a burger? I think that shit is nonsense, dog. I wouldn't allow no shit like that. If you're in my party, you know what I'm saying, and we go into a Mexican, you're gonna order some fucking Mexican food. Like, I don't think I hang with anybody. I'm trying to think if I've had anybody that I just fuck with in a situation like that. Nah. But that shit was that shit would be. I was like, why the fuck would you get? I mean, I'm not doubting that. I'm sure the burgers are fucking good, but I'm gonna say I saw a pit bull kill a puppy. Man, I read that all wrong at first. I saw a pit bull kill a puppy today when I went to my cousin's house. That's not good. Don't look. Don't let them catch you. There's only one rule, player. Don't get caught. Open up the door to the Kush Den. So make sure y'all fucking with the Kush Den later too. But that's fucked up, man. But let's talk about the Steelers. Let's talk about this offense. Let's talk about the national media. Let's talk about the national media. I'm honest with you. I'm really trying to push for talking about this fucking Steelers game, because this is going to be bad. I don't even really want to get into it. Let's talk about the national media, though, and how they've been misrepresenting the city of Houston. Man, look, I don't know about the fake league, babe. But let's talk about how the national media has been misrepresenting the city of Houston. I mean, as of late, you know, not just this week, but there's been a couple of instances of things that have happened this week. One of those things being how quick they were to drop the Rockets from the #1 spot after losing to the Lakers. Now, let's take into consideration who the Lakers played before that and how they played. And played the Cavs to a very close game. One of the better teams in the league. One of the best teams in the league. Took the Warriors into overtime. Okay? Really considered the second best team in the league. Ended up beating the Rockets, who were depleted. Didn't have a starting center. Didn't have I guess we got 2 point guards. I guess you would call them the starting point guard. The point guard. But you really, now we got to figure out what's going down with that. When we get after the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if there's anything I can help you with to try to figure out why they're not letting you upload, we can chop it up. But excuse me, sorry about that. But the Rockets didn't lose a game for over a month and some change. It was November 14th or something like that. I want to say something like November 14th or November 10th. something like that. Now, don't get it twisted. What's his name went down. The Warriors were winning some games. They had some hurt folks too. But I mean, these motherfuckers wait for one single game and they are ready. Oh, the Rockets, they're actually second best. When the fucking Warriors, I mean, to start the year off, they were losing several games, lost to the Rockets and several others. You know what I'm saying? But still kept them at number one. Just had to. Loving it. They're just the team. They are it. But like I say, as soon as they had the opportunity, like I say, they got rid of the Rockets and dropped them down to the number 2 spot. Just looking for a reason. They need to be looking for a reason. Then, the situation with the Houston Texans, Jacobson, Locontora, we had talked about it. And, these articles, and basically what it is, it's not any new news coming out. It's that one article that was written. And you have a bunch of guys, a bunch of people, because like I say, it's a thing that people do on the internet. And they just take samples or they take bits and pieces of other articles and just kind of comment around those articles. And then they call that a new article. So you see several articles about this and that and this and that with the Texans, but it's all based off that one article. And that one article that was written had no concrete evidence, had no solid sources. It had nothing going on. And it was some maybes and some possiblies and could be's if you look at this situation. And so it was a bunch of fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, I think things are more copacetic this year than they were, excuse me, than they were the year prior. I think last year would have been the year if anything was to do it. Now you're in a situation. If you get rid of B.O.B. with what he had going on with Watson at the time, you need to be slapped. Like, if that's the case, I might have to find Rick Smith and slap him myself or whoever. If I got to find Bob McNair, they might ban me from Reliance Stadium after that. But it is like that shit. If you get rid of B.O.B. after you saw what he was able to put together with Deshaun Watson gives his vote of approval, then you have to let that shake. You have to let it work. You know what I'm saying? You have to let it do what it do. And if it doesn't look anything like that in year 2, or if it just regresses or if it even mirrors that, if it's close to that, you got to keep him because that's the best shit you've had on your fucking field in a long time, if not ever. You know what I mean? Shit. You got starting QBs who've played the whole year just now getting the 19 touchdowns and shit like that. So if you do that, I think you're dumb as shit. I think the front office would be dumb as shit. I think, like I say, we've looked at the stats, and I keep forgetting to link to the Sean Pendergast article because it was a real good article. I mean, it pointed out some things, not even necessarily about his scoring system, but just talking about the things that Rick Smith did. Think about that Hopkins class. Who was that? It was Hopkins, Swearinger, and it was a couple other guys. But basically, I think what Hopkins and who else was that's still here from that class? I was thinking about this shit earlier, now I forgot about the fucking shit. I had a little bit of under control before I started the stream. I can't lie. But it's just a whole bunch of shit. What do I think the Texas record would look like next year with our full healthy team? I see, man, I could see honestly, a full healthy team. I could see 12-4. I mean, think about it. If we had a couple of key pieces just between that New England game and that Seattle game. You're talking about playmakers. Even if we just had Whitney Merciless, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about having Will Fuller. You know what I'm saying, to just do those little things that's what separates a win from a loss. You know what I'm saying? The ability to stretch the field or the ability to rush the fucking passer, just to have that other guy to bring that pressure that you have to account for. Well, not worse. I'm talking about Mr. Wednesday. I'm sorry. But I'm just saying, I'm thinking throughout the season, my fault. I'm, like I say, a little bit under control. So I'm a little here and a little there, but mixing up games and shit. Players fuck up. I'm a human being. Absolutely, I think you would. Yeah, DQ was in that class, and DQ is going to be, when he starts on the field, he will be the person. I heard this on the radio while I was dipping earlier. He'll have the 4th most playing time of a pick from that class. And I want to say that's the one that had like did they say was Brendan Williams in that class? Who all was in that class? Let me go see. Let me look that shit up. Stop fucking talking about it and look it up. Blame the fucking net. All right. Excuse me. So, but here, I wouldn't trade Watt for something straight up. If you trade Watt, you better be getting some shit that's gonna build onto your franchise. Like either you talking about a mainstay player or you talking about some motherfucking solid picks. You know what I mean? If you're gonna make a move like that, it's gonna be some shit. Yes, sir. Let's go Rockets. Said I never watched Game 6 highlights. Yeah, me either. I haven't. I won't. I don't. Don't feel bad. I don't watch them either. But do I think what I think? I think we could be a 12-4 team. I mean, it just depends on what the schedule. I mean, we got to look at it next year. We're going to have, well, no, we ain't going to have last place because the Colts might, well, fuck around. Who knows? Who knows, Doug? Who knows? We may have a fucking last place schedule. And then, you know, like I say, all that talent comes back. We just run through it. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Hopkins, Swearing, Sam Montgomery, Brennan Williams, Trevardo Williams, Alan Bonner, Chris Jones, who actually ended up doing some shit with the Patriots, I believe, and Ryan Griffin. That's funny. So Ryan Griffin, DeAndre Hopkins, and DQ are the only guys remaining here from 2013. That was just a few years ago. That's a rookie contract. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, that's Rick Smith for you. You know what I'm saying? Man. No, I thought Kevin Johnson could have been something. I was definitely Team KJ early in the season, but he's shown me a very lackluster performance. He's not shown he's shown lack of discipline now. He just I don't know what he's got going on there. It's just I don't know if the injuries have kept him just out of whack. He had like who was that one good game he had? He was out there smashing, but then after he just kept getting burnt and just I don't know. I think he's out there thinking too much. You know what I'm saying? He's not playing, you know, fast, as they like to say. Say, I hope, what's the name? Get a pick. What's the name? No, yeah, you're going to have to get him a block on Ginobili, man. That's a bit trillium. All right, I appreciate you following through. What, Sherman's older than what? Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. 19-7? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, they're gonna run off with it. It's going to get ugly early. Yeah, that's what it was. I think it was the Rams that he started off, yeah. But like I say, that Rams game, we have a healthy team. We beat the Rams, dog. That's not a quit. We have a healthy team. It's a few things we can talk about. You know what I'm saying? We can just talk about the season as a whole as we're going into this Steelers game. But you talk about a few things. You talk about health. I mean, of course, we got decimated in just the worst ways. You talk about coaching decisions. And you talk about management. You know, the move to start Savage this season was a bad move, and it started off everything off on the wrong foot. Now, I credit B.O.B. for having the stones to go ahead and make the move at halftime and do what he knew was right, but I don't give him credit for not making that call initially anyway, because the thing is, why go ask Rick Smith? You know, Rick and you are not necessarily, you're connected, but you're not connected. I don't know. It's just something about Rick Smith. It's something about his face. I can't trust him. I don't trust that guy. I don't know why. But my thing is just that, why ask Rick Smith, you know, his opinion? I think if you, in your heart, if you knew what it was, then that's what you do. But I think I'm gonna be honest. This is what I really think. I almost don't think it's Bill O'Brien. I don't think it's Rick Smith. I think it's the McNair family, because they have a certain way they try to operate. Up until this point, it just hasn't necessarily been successful. In a way, they try to emulate the damn Patriots, not even just with the coaching and all that other shit, but I mean just the way they try to run shit, I guess. Trying to have these certain standards. We don't deal during the season and we don't do these. Just trying to make it like you're not a good enough of a franchise to come down and just establish these criteria that winning franchises don't even have. But like I say, this is shit that is it's part of the McNair family, and that's, I mean, Rick Smith is part of that. So, you know, this may be the Texans culture forever until the team gets sold or something like that. I'm being honest, and like, because, you know, we always want to have the good guys. We don't take the risk on, we don't take flyers on guys who've had any kind of little problems. But you got to have motherfuckers like that on your team, man. And we don't have anybody like that on the team. Swearinger was as close as it got, and you saw how quickly they got him out of here. Swearinger just, like, he had some incidents too. Because what happened with Swearinger? He had the truck situation. I think he stole his own truck or some shit. Then is his dog bit Clowny or some shit, and just some other things. You know what I mean? But they got him out of here as quick as they fucking could. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he had a little bit of a situation, or not even a little bit of a situation, but you know, that's why I'm real cautious on how they're handling, how they might handle Deontay Foreman, just because of the shit, you know, the little bullshit ass incident from earlier in the year. You know, I think that they just want to have this, like, you know, if that's the deal, you got to get the fuck out of football. You know, if that's your plan, is that I'm just going to bring this squad and we're going to be the white knights and the superheroes and we're going to save the day in the good way. And we're only going to bring the good guys. We're going to show that we can win. That shit don't work, dog. As much as you want to believe that doing all the right things is the way to win, it's absolutely fucking not. Not in this game. The fucking Patriots ain't do all the right shit. The fucking Patriots did. They pushed the fucking limits as far as they fucking could. They pushed every fucking boundary they could. Their owner knew it. He was part of that shit. He knows too. Fucking Beyonce for Texas owner. She got a shit. We might get some thick cheerleaders if that's the case. Man. Yeah, Fertitta, dog. Fertitta will fucking do whatever it does. But he's like, he don't want to fuck with the NFL right now. He said it's not a safe bet, all the shit they got going on. And the way Tillman Fertitta is, they, you know, those owners them motherfuckers are stuffy, dog. They own a bunch of old money bullshit. That boy Tillman, you know, he a little bit wild. He say a lot of off the wall shit. He don't give a fuck. I'd like him to own everything. He can own all the teams until I get my money right and I want to buy one. Then he gonna have to come off one of them and, you know, sell it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to buy this team right here. Hell no, fuck no, not no Diddy. Oh, damn that. Take that. Everybody have to do the same touchdown celebration. Take that. You know what I'm saying? That bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I see that. I see he trying to make a move. But like I say, you know, they trust me, they got ways of keeping motherfuckers out that they don't want in the league, and they'll make sure it go down. Oh yeah, Hawkins the best. Hawkins the best receiver in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got the win. I ain't mad at it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the Lakers played some teams very well. They just, you know, they young. They coming together. They played the Warriors well. They played the Cavs well. You know, and they got the dub against the Rockets. So, I mean, it was about to happen. What's the motherfucking deal? We ain't Third Coast Sports TV in the motherfucking house. But you know what I'm saying? So the Lakers going to do what they going to do, man. The Lakers going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? They going to tighten up. Alonzo Ball ain't the one they need to be talking about. They need to be talking about Kuzma. That boy been balling, you know what I'm saying, since early on. So, shit. See, that's my thing. You know, my thing is this. If you feel like it's a whole situation where motherfuckers don't want to fuck with you, why not start a league? Like, Diddy, if you got all this money, like, I know LeVar Ball's trying to start a league or do whatever. I'm telling you this. If he organizes that shit properly, LeVar Ball's league will take the fuck off and it will become a thing. If it's organized properly, because motherfuckers don't really, LeVar Ball was beefing with the president basically on Twitter. We know that's the Twitter still. Like, LeVar Ball has pull, so people are going to pay attention to every move he makes, right or wrong, good or bad. And the fact that if he started some shit and fucking brought his kids in and did some other shit like that, you know, the money's gonna start off small. If you're talking about 10,000 a month, 10,000 a month to a motherfucker fresh out, you say 10,000 a month, or you can go to college. You know what I'm saying? What do you think motherfuckers gonna do? Motherfuckers who don't even give a fuck really about the NBA. You're gonna have some motherfuckers coming out of college or coming out of high school who probably wasn't even gonna be that good in college. And motherfuckers will watch, because if motherfuckers are watching these high schoolers and all these games and shit right now on YouTube, motherfuckers will watch a league that allows a little bit more leeway. You can get away with a little bit more. There's a little bit more interesting. Like motherfuckers like that Big Three shit. If LeVar Ball puts his name on that shit and he does it right, he could have something successful, dog. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, like, boys better watch out. Boys better watch out for LeVar. You know what I'm saying? He people may think he's a big goofy ass idiot, but wow. What's the name just sent me? Kevin Johnson grades as the worst coverage cornerback in the NFL per Football Focus. I believe it, dog. I believe it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I say I had to. Like I was being delusional at that point. Like I said, I admit when I'm wrong, dog. Like I said early on, I was team K-Joe. I was hoping he could do something, but he can't do. I can't do shit with it, man. A lot of motherfuckers, you know, I be motherfucking, babe. Let me say, I forgot what I was talking about, but yeah, Beyonce is on it. Yeah, that's what I say. I'm telling you, Beyonce was the owner. We had some thick ass motherfucking cheerleaders. Them hoes will be right. It'll be a Super Bowl performance every halftime. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the dude. You know, like I say, that motherfucker's out of there. That motherfucker's struggling with gravity and shit. You know what I'm saying? But Johnson's Texas owner. Say it as well, I don't know. I'm confused as about that's right either. Say Wonder Johnson is Texans owner, FFS Honcho. I'm not sure what you mean by that one. Nah, don't put Beyonce as no GM, dog. We gonna be out of there. She gonna be trying to feminize. She gonna be trying to integrate the first female player on the team and shit, dog. Well, we're gonna set trends. We're gonna do it for women's rights. We're gonna put the first woman professional player. She's gonna get her ass annihilated, and people gonna try to file abuse charges and shit. I wouldn't be surprised. She's gonna get Ramsey. Should I make a trade for Ramsey? You tell me. You know what I'm saying? You finna trade Kevin Johnson as your GM? Yeah, that's what I say. Kevin Johnson, like I say, you know, I didn't think he was a good pick initially. I was like, okay, this boy here, he's too light to fight. And he actually came out playing fairly well. And then this year, it's just, you know, but I don't know. I'm sure he would. But my thing is this, dog. It's just, I'm gonna say this game this weekend. I don't want to fucking talk about it. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. We're gonna talk about it more on tomorrow's stream. We'll do, like I say, we'll do the 5 Factors live tomorrow. It's just it's an awful game. I don't even want to think about it. There's nothing good for me to think about this upcoming game, dog. Like I'm looking for positives. My only positive is this: I just hope we come out of this motherfucker unscathed, basically not losing anybody else. Man, hell no, fuck Drake, dog. Fuck no Drake on no motherfucking Texans owner. That nigga already been false claiming the city. This motherfucker from a whole nother country and shit, dog. Like, boy, just came out of nowhere and just stole the June 27, just as all on it. Motherfuckers act like he started some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the type of shit it's going to be. Yeah, you're going to have to look. If they had a woman in the league, man, there would be some shit like that before you could tackle her. Is it okay if I tackle you? You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Oh, man, that's what I'm saying. He finessed their ass. Them stupid ass Jags fans, dog. Like, what are you really doing? Sending a motherfucker there. So he finessed it. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, made me look good. He finessed your motherfucker. There's nothing you can do about it. Like, them motherfuckers got played, dog. Like, there's nothing you can say about that shit. Well, I wanted to contribute. I'm helping out too. No, you didn't, you little bitch. You dumb bitch. You thought you was doing some shit. Your motherfucking ass got finagled. You know what I'm saying? Like, go sleep on that. You tell me. Man. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. But you got a lot of fucking Houstonians who act like Drake did some shit, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they put him on. That's what I mean. Like I say. But speaking of Drake, y'all heard that them couple of little leaks that Wayne leaked off that Dedication 6. I can't lie, that shit. He got on that 21 Savage bank account beat. That shit was some heat. That's that old Wayne, that old Dedication Wayne, like that shit that you listen to Lil Wayne for. You know what I'm saying? It's a grown man acting like that. Yeah, shit. I ain't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? I love the kids, but I can't fill no trash cans full of toys for no chilling. Yeah, dog. That Wayne, when Wayne was hungry, but when people weren't respecting the fact that he was killing the game, like he was murdering any and everything, them dedications it was the best shit shaking, dog. It wasn't nothing new. It was like that nigga took niggas beats, dog. And basically like motherfuckers, like, this is how you know somebody wrecked your shit. Is when your song start up or your beat start up, that you made you actually put a song out too, you know what I'm saying, through a major you got radio play to. And motherfuckers start singing mixtape verses to your fucking music, like off the rip. That's what they think of first. That's how you know a motherfucker done got on your shit and just and fucking took your shit and ran with it, dog. Man, Eminem got finessed. Donald Trump finessed Eminem on the low key because he see what he did by not addressing him. That shit made Eminem mad. He wanted to generate some attention. You know what I'm saying? And by Donald Trump not saying nothing about it, not even talking about it, he got him. So, I don't know. Yeah, Travis Scott always be in the mix, dog. He dropped a little thing, too, that little Honcho Jack shit. It was all right. It just kind of sounded like a Migos album and more so. No Trill Sammy. Oh, man. Are you talking about fucking... Man, here's my thing. Oh, yeah, we was talking about the LeVar Basketball League, man. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a whole bunch of motherfuckers gonna come. Like, man, you believe that education, that college education shit. If you're trying to get into a specific field, yes, but you do not need a college education to be successful. If you're trying to grind, if you're trying to get it, you know, you're gonna have to make some plans. You're gonna have to work for it. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to go get a piece of paper to you know, dictate how intelligent you are or what you know or what you don't know, because there's a lot of motherfuckers that don't have degrees that know things. I mean, who was doing it before degrees became a thing? So you had to learn from somebody, you know what I mean? Like the first people who taught motherfuckers to get degrees didn't have degrees, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can you do that? How do you motherfucking me, how does that work? I mean, I'm just not really thinking about that, but it's crazy. So if a motherfucker want to go get it, however they want to go get it, man. Yeah, Bud and Paul, that'll be legit. But I'm just saying, like, that shit there. Hold on, listen. What the fuck is this? Oh, I gotta put something out. What? I gotta skip some songs. Hold on. But yeah, man. Hey, motherfucking 8-Ball and MJG was the shit too, man. I forgot all about that shit. I was 17 when I signed my first contract. All right, what I was doing here, I meant to do something. I was looking something else up, and I was going to fuck around and got distracted. Fucking with y'all. I'm gonna blame y'all. Nah, everything we be too slow paced. But if Watts was the GM. But my thing is this, man. You know, we were talking about the national media with the fucking bullshit narratives that they put out, that they've been pushing, that they've been talking about with the, you know, the Texans are falling apart. There's internal strife and there's all this other shit, you know. But even when you put out fake narratives like that, it can cause a situation. I mean, because then a conversation comes up, then people start talking. Like, things can be created from nothing, dog. That's what they say. That's what they call words. They call it spelling. You create spells. You know what I'm saying? Shit can be created from nothing, and just a bunch of words. And these motherfuckers, like, I think they could be causing a situation in terms about repeating all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now you know, if there is a slight amount of tension between B.O.B. and Rick, say they don't talk about certain things. Well, now the other one's wondering, well, are they putting the story out? Is this one putting the story out? Are they saying this? Are they saying that? You know, what's this source? You know, all this other shit. And like I say, this is the shit that can cause doubt in people's minds, dog. And it can hinder decision making. It can hinder choices in the future. I'm telling you, like shit like this is the shit you got to be cautious of. That's what rumors do. Rumors fuck shit up. Doritos, they don't sponsor us, but I fuck with this shit. But I think it's too, like I said, with McNair, dog, the Texans franchise, like I hate to admit it, like I say, I really just came to this conclusion. Like I say, honestly, it's not B.O.B., it's not Rick, it's the McNair family. And as long as they in control of shit and they trying to run an organization in this particular, let's all be good guys, let's all do the right thing to try to win, you're never gonna win. Because the thing is, who was it? Was it Machiavelli or Nietzsche? One of them motherfuckers was basically, you know, I forgot who, they wrote a book about it, but you got to be willing. I want to say Nietzsche. I might be wrong though, but you got to be willing to do all the dirt, all the griminess. I mean, you got to be willing to get down and down and dirty as your enemy, as your opponent is. So if your opponent pulling out motherfuckers out the mud who about that action, they gonna do whatever it takes to win. Now you're gonna have to be willing to do the same shit. Otherwise, you're going to be at a disadvantage. You know what I mean? Just because you're trying to have this moral victory. Moral victories don't mean shit, dog. Well, we did it the right way. We didn't get there. But guys, well, hey, guess what? If we'd have got that guy because y'all was tripping about some shit he did in the past, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we'd have been cool at this situation right here. But, you know, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be a problem like that. You know what I'm saying? You said they asked who out? All right, that's a BET, man. All right, Duck Scout, if I missed you. That's Machiavelli. It was Machiavelli. Illuminati in this bitch. Like I tell you, I has a little under control. It was one of them. But, babe, I think you're all right. I think it was Machiavelli. And, you say Drake used to claim Memphis. Man, like shit, he almost got ran out of Houston. If he wasn't making motherfuckers out of here so much money, shit, them sauce niggas was after that nigga. Because the thing is, when you drop a mixtape, you can do whatever you want. You do how you feel, and people just either gonna fuck with it or they not. But when you dropping albums, you got to try to put together something that you're hoping everybody will buy. So you got to make shit that is, you know, just kind of watered down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man. Oh no, I didn't even see him get mad about this shit. He has Alzheimer's. So that's the dude that wrote your story. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. Favorite song from SPM? That's a good question, man. It's definitely a. It's definitely a weed song. It'd probably be Merry-Go-Round, maybe. But I mean, he has some other good shit. Like, I don't want to just discredit, say like he only made good weed songs. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with SPO. Let me see. Cause Block of Rock, that whole Block of Rock was cool. What's that other one? He was talking about the motherfuckers trying to kill him or whatever. He had a couple little jams, like I say. Definitely not Wiggy. Wiggy's probably not one of my favorites. that probably wasn't my fucking favorite. But like I say, it might be Merry-Go-Round because I'd probably jam that the most. One of them smoking songs. That We'll Watch a song went hard. But yeah, that's my thing though. But here's the thing, right? You're not lying about that. He said depending on how long of a season they have, excuse me, and this little collegiate thing, if they make some change, you know, shit, $10,000 a month in the LeVar Ball League, you know, that's solid income to a kid coming right out of high school. You can go to college, follow a bunch of rules, and do all this other shit, or you can go to LeVar Ball League and get paid some money. You know what I'm saying? Every month, make a nice chunk of change and still get to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Jackers in my home, yeah. Power Moves. I'm trying to remember Power Moves. I remember the album. I don't know if I listened to it. I remember the fucking cover of that bitch. I remember that. I remember Third Wish. Shit. He had a couple of them, like I say. Honestly, if SPM wouldn't have got jammed up, and I'm not being funny, like I'm not making no joke, he might have been the most popular rapper out of Houston. He was like, his music was getting some reach. Like I remember shit even way back when, you know, motherfuckers was up in Ohio and shit jamming SPM. You know what I'm saying? So shit, the Triple B League. But let me see. Power moves, yeah. In the future, no, it won't be, because what I'm saying, what I'm telling, man, people like you talking about what Slash said, I feel in the future college won't be as important as it is now. The only reason it's still important now is because that's the narrative that's just been pushed down. You got to realize it's more and more people getting pumped out of college, dog, but people ain't losing them jobs. You know what I'm saying? It's more and more people coming to them fields, into certain fields and things, but you have a certain amount of people who retire every year, but you got way less people retiring than coming out in these fucking fields. And so it ain't gonna be enough of those jobs. A lot of shit finna start shrinking up. There's a lot of people who have degrees in fields that they not even working in. They just got a degree for some shit. And I mean, you know, especially if you're doing like a liberal arts degree or something like that, you know, it limits the things you can do. And so you do better going to get a trade, going to a trade school. You know what I'm saying? If it's for some kind of craft and construction, if it's for some type of automotive or some shit like that, well, you're going to go to school for a little bit, but you're going to come out with a skill. You know what I'm saying? And a skill in the sense of that you can work for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a mechanic, you can do work. You got a skill. You can fix shit. You know what I'm saying? People going to pay you for that. I feel like kids should not be allowed to be out of high school. They should have to stay in high school, like, and not be able to graduate unless you have a craft. Like, fuck a degree. Fuck about knowing history. Like, you can Google everything. Who the fuck needs that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, people who are brainiacs and they're going to be intellectuals, then they should be a track for them. But for the majority of people who not finna do that, who just trying to get through fucking school, they should be given a craft. If they, like to say the chicks, they be having a nail class and all that shit. They be having all that shit basically. I know they used to, where you could basically get out of school or they go take that test and they could be licensed beauticians and shit. Like, that type of shit is the shit that needs to be going on, because there's certain crafts that people are always going to need to do. They're always going to need people for. There's certain shit that just can't be automated. You know what I mean? And I think more people need to start leaning into skills and abilities like that, because it's going to be a lot of shit people going to school for that you can learn on the fucking internet. You could take a course on the internet and do it in 6 months as opposed to 4 years, just to say you got, you know, a piece of paper. All that piece of paper does is it builds you some connections, you know, depending on who else, what school you went to. You know, if you get to meet the right people, you get better networking when you go to college. And now those networks that you make, if you're networking with the right people, now that shit can end up in the long term amounting to significant income if you're making the right networking connections. You know what I'm saying? But if you're just out there just having too much fun, not really doing that type of shit, then, you know, you're not benefiting from college at all. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's the instant. Nah, man, I'm spitting hot fire. I'm on the mic. I spit hot fire. That's why the mic is smoking. Dylan. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion about college. You know, not to knock anybody who going to college, because if you're going, you have a plan, you got to go, man, go get that shit. You know what I mean? But I just feel like things are going to change. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? 5 best rappers: Dylan, and probably Dylan. He spits hot fire. You say, but why? Why? Because he spits hot fire, man. What do you mean? Everybody knows Dylan spit hot. You're too close, man. But like I say though, it's just a crazy day. Like I say, it's some wild stuff going on. Who got that rocket score? I need to pay attention. Let me get my phone actually. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, no, I don't hear that, Jose. You talking crazy. Bleacher Report. But I'm telling you this, dog. All college is organized learning. Okay? Organized learning. That's it. You know what I mean? And how they talking about Rockets and Clippers battling, and the Rockets up by fucking 12 points. Boy, had 20 points in the first quarter. God damn. Shit. But yeah, I think, here's the problem. You know what? I'm actually not going to start talking about this. Here's the deal. Like I say, we in the last few minutes. I'm going to make it an hour. We 55 deep. You know, we talked some sport. We talked a bunch of crazy stuff today. And we talked almost more Kush than anything, but without the Kush. But here's the deal. Okay, we're going to talk about some shit. We make sure if you're not subscribed to the Kush Den, we're going to hit the Kush Den at 8:30. So like I said, I'm going to end this at 8 o'clock. You know, take a 30-minute break. We're going to slide in the den, and we're going to talk about some shit. So here's the thing. We're going to talk about college, you know. Let me just Kush Den topics. Like, it's the thing, we be sliding in the den, don't be having shit to talk about, but it's always still very interesting. We're going to talk about what college is. I'm talking more about why I feel like, you know, why motherfuckers need a trade. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, slowly but surely, a revolution, I'm not saying a revolution, but a change is coming. Things are changing. You know what I mean? It's not the same like it used to be. But since we're in the last 5 minutes, make sure, roll call, shout out where you're from. If you're not from the city, you know, let me know where you're from, what state, country, side of the world, however you get down. But if you are from H-Town, make sure you let me know what side, man, so I can show you some love. Plenty of love. Shit, I think it went out. That's that incense. That incense, I think it's almost to stop burning though. My thing is, it's a couple of things. Like you said, college prevents a lot of the best ballers. It's some people, dog. It's some motherfuckers. Like, well, basketball is a different thing. But it's just a farm system, essentially. You know what I mean? And that's all it is. There's no reason someone should have to go to college. If LeBron James went to college, it would be a waste of his time. It would have been a waste of his time. There's nothing he would have done that would have improved his game. He'd have been under some coach who would have tried to make him fit into some system that LeBron James doesn't fit into because he's a fucking otherworldly player. And so you would be wasting a year of his life that he could be feeding his family, that he could be doing some things. Here's the thing, man. If you're a brand or if you're a person or you're a deal, like these athletes, that's basically what they are. LeBron James is a brand. Russell Westbrook is a brand. James Harden is a brand. That's why he gets paid $200 million by Adidas. Let these people go be what they become. America is a business. Okay, it's big business in America. We all know this. Let's stop hiding. So I wish we would stop playing surprised when we see these kids say, man, fuck college. I didn't come here to play school, because that's what they're doing. They're playing school. Like a lot of times they put these kids in these shitty ass curriculum, you know what I'm saying, just to say they getting a degree, just to make sure they fit some little recommendations. Man, look, here, these motherfuckers going to come make a bunch of money for the football team. Just say, hey, look, we're signing these guys to play for this team. Pay the players a little bit and let them do what the fuck they do. Though. Like, let's just stop bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? Nasty. He should have squatted on him. But yeah, and that's why I say a lot of things now, the way college is set up, if you're not getting a scholarship, if you're not doing that and you're trying to attend college, you're putting yourself behind a lot. It's a lot of people who've been at their jobs for several years still in debt. I mean, decades, still in debt, still paying off college debts. And like I say, so this whole system of things is going to eventually, people are going to start waking up and they're going to start doing different things. They're going to start realizing that you got to we're only like, YouTube's been out, what, 10 years or so? Maybe something like that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe longer than that. I don't know, but maybe like 10 years, a little longer. So this is still relatively new. You got a whole generation of kids who have come up on YouTube. And so they're going to see this shit differently. They're going to start using it for information. They're going to start treating these things like much differently than the way we originally used it for entertainment. Now I go back and I seek, like, you know, information and shit now because there's some real good shit on there. You'd be surprised. But you just gotta figure it out. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, dog. That shit is set up to, I honestly think, like, what college does for it helps weed out motherfuckers. Like, that's what it does. It helps weed people out the job market. You know, people who just wouldn't be suitable for it. Okay, well, this person committed to, you know, the pursuit of learning for 4 years. They achieved these things. They did it in an organized fashion. They, you know, did what they had to. So that's what that paper tells you. You know what I'm saying? But now, like I say, I think people are building their own resume, especially with the way the internet works and everything is now, that people are able to build a resume, build a portfolio from young, showing, hey man, I can do all this shit. I've already done it. So I don't, you know, you can go get somebody with the paper, or you can see like, look, I done took action already. This is what I'm about right here. You can see it. You know what I mean? So I think it's, like I say, different changes, different shit. But before we get up out of here, these now shit. I say when I get into a cuss word, I gotta finesse it. But here's the thing. Before we get up out of here, first and foremost, I appreciate each and everybody who came through, showed love, everybody who dropped some love in the super chat early on, you know what I'm saying? Everybody who just spent some time fucking with your boy Honcho, man, I always appreciate it. Tomorrow on the live stream, we're going to do the 5 Factors live, so make sure y'all tune in for that. Catch the rest, well, not the rest of this game, but we're going to be in the Kush Den at 8:30. If you're not familiar with the Kush Den, get familiar. Make sure you subscribe to that, because that's always a good entertaining time. And like I said, we'll talk about plenty of things in the Kush Den, because the Kush Den is, like I said, a variety of topics, but we'll talk more about college. We'll probably end up talking about women and the shit they be up to. You know how the Kush Den always go. Exactly. That people love that experience. It's a motherfucker. You can prove that you can do it, as opposed to theoretically you could probably do it. And you know, people gonna go with the motherfucker who can prove it with facts. But like I say, make sure y'all slide through that Kush Den later on. But like I say, it's Christmas time, man. If y'all ain't got gifts yet, well, you might be fuck out of luck. But still, you can give some belated gifts. Let folks know that you're thinking about them. Go slide over to staysaucy.com. Go cop that fresh Stay Saucy shirt. You know what I'm saying? Get one for your grandma, because you ain't bought her nothing for Christmas in a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? And that's wrong you, because she loves you. And make sure you get her a mug too, so she can sip her morning coffee. You know, she might put a little bit of Crown Royal in the coffee, but that's what grandma do. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? We still love her. But like I say, we got the long sleeve, the short sleeve, the hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Got the mug, got the stickers, however you get down, man. Go show the world your sauciness with the Stay Saucy. Deuce up on them. But like I say, after that being said, make sure that you slide in the Kush Den. About 30 minutes. We'll be in there. It'll be going down. And we'll have some things to talk about. But with that being said, I'll put her in the hospital. Oh, man. That's funny. That's funny. We're going to talk about some more of this shit. Man, I understand. I lost my grandma too. I got one left, and I need to go show her some love, man, because it be like that, man. That's why I say you got to take, man. Time is the thing. We got to, man. We gonna talk about this in the Kush Den. We gonna talk about you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna write that down. Make sure we talk about it so I don't forget about it. But with that being said, it's your boy Ed Honcho, man. I appreciate each and every y'all. One of y'all following through, showing love. Sauce Nation, like I say. Appreciate the new fresh ingredients who've been tuning in and fucking with it. But with that being said, I'm chunking up the deuce. It's your boy Ed Honcho. I'm out. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. But most of all, you already know. Y'all stay saucy, man. From the plateau of Meth Mountain, yes. Even Meth Mountainers can slide into the Kush Den, man. Like I say, if y'all don't know how to get there, hit that kushden.com. It'll take you right to the channel. Subscribe. I will see y'all soon. Y'all stay saucy, man. I'm out.